What's up, insiders? Deuces Jack. I'm at vapinginsider.com. Today I got another pod system for you. We're talking about the Bohr Flask. Big question is, did they do it again? Can the Flask pod system compete with some of the best ones out there? Make sure you watch the whole review. Find out exactly what I think. Check this thing out, man. This is kind of cool. I was excited when I heard it was called the Flask because I was a big... Remember when those box mods came out that were the Flask, right? Those Flask box mods. I think Wismec had a board in there. I love that type. It doesn't have the curve like that one has, but it does look kind of like a Flask, right? Now you notice right here, you got this little sticker. That's to protect the screen, all right? This is your screen. This is your fire button. On the side here, you can see you got a raised up and down button, okay? That is where your airflow is coming from. A little bit of Bohr branding on the back. On the side here, we got a charging port, and over here, we got some more airflow. On the bottom, you can see we have some venting as well as some made in China. On the top here is where you'll see your draw hole. In order to access your pod, you just pull it out like that, okay? This pod will hold 2 mLs of juice. It doesn't look like it, though. I wish it was a little clearer, a little bit on the dark side, okay? Not crazy about that. That is where your coil goes. In order to do a coil install, you would just take your coil and kind of like the smoke Nord, right? You see you got those flat pieces right there. Just make sure those flat pieces are facing the edge and pop it in there like that. The only one thing bad about this is sometimes it's a pain in the neck to get it out. Sometimes I kind of got to like take something and dig it out because it's hard to get the actual coil out, but it hasn't been that big of a deal. In order to fill this up, you get your fingernail in there and you pop that open just like that. You got a nice size fill port. There's enough room there to displace the air. No issues with that. You squirt your 2 mLs of juice in there and let it sit for a good 5-10 minutes so that coil can soak up that juice. Then you pop that back on just like that. I do like that it stays attached. Nice job on that. Once you got it all filled up, you just take it and you pop it in. There's no right or wrong way to pop it in. It goes in both ways. So now in order to turn the mod on, 5 clicks. You see Bohr splash screen right there. You can see I'm at 15 watts. It scrolls up in 0.1 watt increments, but that's no big deal because it only goes to 20 watts. You can see if I hit it repetitively, it'll go in 0.1. If I hold the button, it'll go in 1 watt increments from the point I started holding it on, okay? Go over the screen real quick. You can see there's your resistance, there's your wattage mode, that's your watts, that's your battery. It does have a 1,150 milliamp hour battery. Now, if you want to change modes, now I don't have a coil in here, so you're going to see the check atomizer because I don't want to juice this up and I don't want to burn the coil. 3 clicks. Now I'm in voltage mode. 3 clicks. Now I'm in play mode. 3 clicks. Now I'm in wattage mode. Not a bad little device, man. I have to say. I'm definitely digging that brushed look. It's a classy looking device. I do like the slimness of it. I think it's sleek looking. It is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, but it's not that bad. The brushed look of it kind of fights against the schmutziness of it, but let me tell you something, man. Just a really, really nice pod system. I've been enjoying it so far. It hasn't hit the shelf yet. Included in the box, you get a Flask pod system instruction manual, you get a shorty style micro USB cable, and you get 2 coils. So this is the 1.2 ohm ceramic coil that comes in the kit. These coils are very tiny. Check it out. You can see the ceramic block inside. All right, just a really, really small coil. This is the 0.4 ohm mesh coil. This one's good for up to 12 watts. I don't know if you can see the mesh inside. Really tiny in there. I apologize. These are just tiny, tiny coils. But this one is actually really flavorful. I've been enjoying it a lot. No matter which coil we're talking about, both coils do very well with Nic salts. I've run the mesh coil with Nic salts, it's fine. And the 1.2 ohm does well with Nic salts as well. All right, insiders, let's get into the cons and pros for the Bohr Flask. First con's gonna be, man, one color, It's only one color. Come on, Bohr. You got to come out with some more colors. Black just ain't cutting it. It's a con. No airflow control. That's a con as well. And no auto draw. Something like this, something this sexy looking, should have an auto draw option. You know, make it auto draw and push the button to vape. I would have appreciated that. Something like this needs an auto draw. It's a con. Let's move on to the pros, because there's plenty of pros. First pro is going to be, man, I'm digging that little screen on there. It's nice, it's well laid out, and it's bright. Pro. You got 3 modes: wattage, voltage, or player mode. I like that. Pro. 2 coils in the kit. Somebody out there is listening. Great job, Bohrvape. I've been getting great battery life on this thing. It's a pro. It's small. It's compact. It's an easy carry, man. You can put it in a shirt pocket, jacket pocket, front or back jeans pocket. Either way, you're good to go, baby. I like the fact that it's fully adjustable. I can adjust it up and down to my taste. Great job, Bohrvape. It may only come in one color, but it's a beautiful finish. They did a nice job on the finish. Pro. Great draw, man. I've really been enjoying the draw on this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Just a nice solid draw. Maybe a little bit on the loose side for a mouth to lung. But you got no problem mouth to lunging it. Maybe the most die-hard mouth to lungers are going to wish it was a little tighter. But it's not like you got to slip it. You can mouth to lung it pretty easily. No problems at all. I like the draw. It's my type of draw. And you saw the cloud production. I mean, it's got really nice flavor. And the clouds, for what it is, not bad, man. Not bad at all. And the last pro is going to be, man, I love the look of this thing. I just think it's classy. I just think it's a classy looking mod. It's one of those mods I'd have no problem going to like a really nice restaurant and putting it on the table. It doesn't look childish. There's no big blaring lights. It's not a funky color. It just looks like a classy mod. Nice job, Bohrvape. So let's get into our original question. Did Bohrvape do it again? Yeah, man, they did. This is one of those companies that just listen, man. They actually get it. I love companies like this. I hope they get bigger. I hope they start putting out more products, because they seem to have a team in place that just gets it from a vapor's perspective. This is one of the better pod systems on the market right now. I've been thoroughly enjoying this pod. I use it all the time, and the finish has held up beautifully. I throw this thing around in my pocket, in my bag. It's been a really nice vape. Let's go over some of the specs of the Bohr Flask Pod system. It measures in at 90 by 43 by 15.5 millimeters. It has a 2 ml capacity with a 20 watt maximum. There is an 1150 milliamp hour battery in it. It's made mostly of aluminum and plastic construction. Protections include timeout, over temp, over current, overcharge, over discharge, and short circuit protection. And that's it, insiders. That's all I got for you today. You keep living that vape life. We're out. Deuces. Today, we're going to go over the top 10 pod systems. Now, last year was the year of the pod, without a doubt. And I know